What is going on, everybody? It's Pastor Ethan here for another episode of the Truth Is podcast. It's episode 25. Today we are joined by a reoccurring guest. He is a sophomore at PNG High School. Give it up for Braxten Lott. Braxten, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
All right, so you know how this goes, a little word association to start off with, all right? So, dream car.
A lifted 2015 GMC Sierra.
That is very specific. What
Yes.
color?
Blue.
Blue? Like what kind of blue?
Like a dark blue.
So not like a baby blue?
Nah.
No. Okay. So we know you play baseball. We know you're a fan of the Cubs. All right. Do you watch any other sports?
College football.
Okay. Who do you root for in college football?
LSU.
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 Why?
I'm from there.
Okay. So, if you could sleep on any one mattress for the rest of your life, hard, soft, or medium, what are you picking?
Medium.
Why?
Because it's not too soft and it's not too hard.
But if you want it soft, that sounds like you're sleeping on a cloud. No?
Mm-mm.
All right. And finally, favorite fast food.
Checkers.
Why?
Because the French fries hit different.
The French fries hit different.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Braxton. So we learned a little bit about you last time. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
16 and I'm about to get my license. I'm starting baseball soon for 2 teams. Travel ball, school.
All right. Fun. So Braxton, as you know, we're going out of Pastor Ron's devotion, the plain truth. And our truth for today is, if the devil can't make you bad, they'll attempt to make you busy. So let's jump to our scriptures. So Luke 10:39 through 42. And she had a sister called Mary who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me. And Jesus answered and said to her, Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her. In Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I am God. So let's break these down a little bit. So in Luke, it's talking about Mary and Martha, all right? Now this is Mary, not Mary, the mother of Jesus, all right? This is a different Mary, all right? So these are Lazarus' sisters, all right? So Jesus goes to their house. You have Mary, who's just sitting at Jesus' feet, just listening to the stories that he's telling. And you have Martha, who's just super busy doing everything else. So have you ever been so caught up with what you're doing that you forget everything else that's around you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And when you're doing that, are you missing moments of life that you look back and you're like, man, I really should have just sat and taken a minute compared to being so busy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So that's kind of what Martha was doing. She was so busy that she's forgetting that she's literally sitting there with Jesus. She has Jesus right there, but yet she's so busy doing everything else that she's not realizing that, man, Jesus is right here. I have this time to be with him, but yet I'm so busy trying to do everything else, right? The next one, it goes to be still and know that I am God. So when you think about being busy, take it back to baseball. Have you ever been so caught up in your own head that you forget the game?
Yes. Every time.
And what happens is, you start throwing bad pitches, start making bad throws, bad at bats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're so caught up in, man, this happened earlier, or I'm so busy doing this, that you're forgetting the game, and you're forgetting the part that you need to remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of what we're talking about today, is getting so busy in our heads that we're forgetting about everything else. So let's jump to our devotion. It is the devil's desire to slow you down, detour you, or if possible, take you out of the race altogether. Deception is such a formidable enemy because it's so deceptive. People can be busy working for the Lord, going about their lives, running from one thing to the next, looking really productive, while all along accomplishing nothing of value. If the devil can't make you bad, he will attempt to make you busy. Being too busy to connect with God, family, church, and community in a real and meaningful way is just too busy. Survey your life. Are you so busy that you don't have time to enjoy the blessings God has given you? If so, find places to cut back without cutting back on family and God. So let's look at this a little bit deeper, right? Talking about this, people can be busy working for the Lord, going about their lives, running from one thing to the next, looking really productive while all along accomplishing nothing of value. If the devil can't make you bad, he'll attempt to make you busy. The devil's main goal is to try to get us to go away from God, right? So if he can't directly get you to do that, he's going to indirectly make you busy that you forget about God. So busy that you forget about the game and you forget about God and everything he's done for you because you have school, you have work, you have baseball, you have all these others, everything stacks up on top of each other and you just forget about God. So when you hear that if the devil can't make you bad, he'll attempt to make you busy, what's kind of the first thing that comes to your head?
Just making you busy in the wrong way.
Yeah, you want to stay busy in terms of keeping yourself doing something that's productive, but when we get so busy doing everything else and forgetting about what's important, are we doing the right thing?
Probably not.
No, right? So what it's saying is, are you so busy that you don't have time to enjoy the blessings God has given you? And if so, you need to find ways to make time for God, right? Whether it's reading your Bible, praying, whatever it is, take time out of that busy schedule to make time for God, right? So let's jump to our prayer for the day. God, help me survey my time allocation, my priorities, and my productivity. I want to be more than just a candle burning at both ends. Give me a plan to put my life in order and in harmony with your purposes. Help me, Lord, to enjoy the blessings you give. These prayers are just something that we can consistently and constantly pray to get through the different things that we face in life. For this, help me, Lord, to allocate my time better, to set my time aside better for you. Allow me to work on being more focused on you, right? So Braxton, if you had one overall takeaway from the day, what would it be?
Don't go in the wrong way being busy. Stay on the right track being busy.
Yeah, keep your eyes focused on the right thing. Even though you have everything else going around you, stay focused on what's right, and that's God, right?
Yeah.
So Braxton, it was great having you on. I'm Pastor Ethan. That's Braxton Lott. This has been episode 25 of the Truth Is Podcast. We'll see you next week.